This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last weekend, Coach Tom Billiter's Augustana men's basketball team started 2014 with road victories at the University of Mary and Minot State. The Vikings, who upped their record to 9-5 overall and 5-2 in NSIC action, edged Mary 75-68 in overtime and got past Minot 80-67. In the win at Mary, Augustana trailed by 14 points with 9 minutes 40 seconds to play before staging a furious rally to tie the game with 1 second left in regulation. 6'9" sophomore center Daniel Jansen led the Vikings with a career-high 31 points. Daniel added 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 steals. Casey Schilling scored 16 points and grabbed 9 rebounds. Evan Pierce added 11 points, with freshman point guard Adam Byer dishing out 6 assists. In the victory at Minot, 6'6" sophomore forward Casey Schilling scored a career-high 27 points and hauled down 8 rebounds. Senior Yuri Malashenko also had a great game as he scored 13 points and snagged 16 rebounds. Ben Shellum added 13 points as he nailed 3 of 4 three-pointers. The Vikings started fast and led 37-26 at halftime. Augustana also recorded a 43-35 rebound advantage. In women's basketball, Coach Dave Krause' team split a pair of away games. The Vikings, now 8-4 overall and 4-4 in NSIC play, got past Mary 88-76 before falling to Minot State 88-71. In the victory over Mary, Sean Tiva Ashley scored a career-high 24 points and Emily Schulte added 21. Emily was 5 for 10 on three-pointers. Augustana led 24-10 and 45-26 on their way to a 50-39 halftime advantage. The Vikings' lead ranged from 8 to 16 points in the second half. Riley Norgard added 13 points and Rihanna Gullickson 12. Norgard also had a career-high 6 steals, while Schulte had 6 assists and Gullickson 10 rebounds. At Minot State, the Beavers started fast as they pushed out to a 44-31 halftime lead over the Vikings. Minot continued their strong play in the second half as Augustana could get no closer than 11 points. Cold shooting plagued the Vikings as they shot just 35% from the field. Rihanna Gullickson paced the team with a career-high 24 points. Riley Norgard added 20 points and Alex Nealand grabbed 9 rebounds. And in wrestling, Coach Jason Reitmeyer has 3 team members ranked in the top 10 in the nation. TJ North is ranked number 5 in the country at 125 pounds. TJ has a 15-3 record and is also the top-ranked wrestler in Super Region 3 rankings. At 184 pounds, Sean Derry is ranked number 8 in the nation and number 3 in the Super Region 3 rankings. Sean has a 15-5 record. And at 197 pounds, Jade Dokken is ranked number 5 nationally and number 3 in Super Region 3. In limited action thus far this season, Jade has a 4-0 record with a pair of pins. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana men's basketball with Coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, the connection that counts. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime, and by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
Hey, John, heads up. I'm going to be sick for about a week next month.
Next week, I'm going to get a horrible rash and ruin our vacation plans.
Mom, this Thursday, I'm going to throw up all over my t-shirt.
You can't schedule everything in advance. That's why there's Same Day at Sanford. For your same-day appointment in family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, or internal medicine, contact your local clinic or simply call 855-SAME-DAY.
I have evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. Speaks a weird language. Drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing. He has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad's an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to car and drivers 10 best. Experience exceptional value on the Audi A6 at your local dealer today.
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick out my outfit. She said, pick wisely. I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, wow, nice smile. And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
Combine Mid-Co-Net Extreme Wideband, the region's fastest internet, and mid-continent video with TV everywhere, and take shows you normally watch here and watch them anywhere, anytime. So turn your tablet into a TV, take CNN with you, catch the Cartoon Network up here. Turn any screen in the house into a mid-continent screen. Mid-continent video with TV everywhere and the flawless streaming performance of Mid-Co-Net Extreme Wideband make mid-continent the connection that counts.
We're back, and welcome to Augustana Sports Scene. I'm Bill Gross, and with me now is head men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Tom, last weekend, cold, frigid North Dakota road trip for the Vikings up to Bismarck and Minot. Started out on Friday night against the University of Mary. It was quite a game, Tom. You got yourself deep in trouble, found a way to come back, and won the thing in overtime.
You know, compliment Mary. They really played well. Very much ready to play. They started practically a whole new lineup. Those kids played great, and then the kids that usually start weren't real happy. So, you know, that coach, had their attention. So they came in and played very well. And we played a very well coached, very much ready to play team. And part of it, you like to say, oh, we weren't very good, we were flat or whatever. They were really good. Mm-hmm. They played really well. And so were we our best? No. But could we, we hung in there. Mm-hmm. And as time went by and what have you, everybody was kind of like, everybody in my family turned the game off. And I'm sure 99% of Augie Nation turned the game off. Down 14 with 9.5 minutes to go. We were kind of thinking about, I was about 2 minutes from pulling some guys to get them ready for the next night. I mean, it was just awful. And then we started chipping away, and Dan Jansen did a very good job of getting us back in the game, as did the whole team, because we started getting stops. Mm-hmm. But, went down to the bitter end, and we're down 2, and I called timeout. It was a couple seconds after that, he hits a 2, but that was with about 10 seconds left. Yeah. Fortunately, we ended up drawing something else up. One thing led to another. Dan got 3 free throws, made 2 of them, which is not easy to do. With just 1 second left, who knows? With 10 seconds left, they might have gone down and scored. So it really worked out pretty well for how everything needed to go.
Yeah, well, you got to find some of those wins on the road. We were talking before we went on the air here. We've had a couple of them, Missouri Western and Southwest, that we've lost very close. So it tends to balance itself out. Nice victory. You mentioned Daniel Jansen, and he had a career-high 31 points. He had a tremendous game.
And almost all in streaks. He was pretty consistent all game, but we were down 14, and he just hit a couple threes, and he just started going to work. And, credit our guys. Got him the ball. They were really looking for him, and we thought that was something that we could take advantage of the entire weekend, to be real honest, but we definitely thought it was something we could do Friday night. And it just didn't happen as fast or as well as we thought. We had great looks. In the first half, Bill, we missed 10, 11 shots within 5 feet of the basket. So we were doing what we were supposed to do. We just weren't making baskets. And, at the end, it all worked out. And like you said, you get a couple that you lost that you kind of wish you would have had. But definitely this was a little bit of a gift. And not that you don't earn it, but we were very fortunate.
Great win for the Vikings, and probably the key to the victory the next night at Minot came right after the game,
Our
right,
bus
Coach?
driver, Terry, he was just determined we could get there, and he really wanted to go at night and was not happy. He did not want to go during the next day because he had heard of major winds, and he said the glare off the ice, off the snow in the day, he was very, he'd done all his homework, and he just promised me we'd make it. And so I trusted him, and obviously the welfare of your kids always comes first, and times a million. But he felt it was safer to go, and it was perfect. We went 55-60 the whole way, had about 1 mile of fog, about 2 miles outside of Minot. And just was perfect, still got in about 1:30. We didn't even start our game at Mary till almost 8:30, and it went overtime. We didn't even get out of there till 11:30. So we pulled in about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning to Minot, got off the bus and got hit with an Arctic blast of about 62 below wind chill. That woke us up, unfortunately, so it probably took a little bit longer to get them back to sleep. But next, we're all about routine. We do the same thing on the road as close as we can to his home, and we got right back into our routine, got them up early, got them going, had our walkthrough. and played very well, jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and pretty much held the game was even from there on.
Well, it was a super victory up in Minot for the Vikings, and now it's back home to the Elman Center. Starts on Friday night here at 8 o'clock as we take on Bemidji State.
Yeah, an incredibly good team. They are really good. Their stats are phenomenal. Almost 200 assists to 170 turnovers, shooting 40+% from three. They've got they have 4 kids that average 31 minutes a game or more, and they're all double-figure scorers. They play very hard. I really believe right now Bemidji is one of the top 3-4 teams in the league.
Well, Bemidji is for real fans. They took Winona right to the end.
1 point loss to Winona.
1 point loss to the league-leading team here. So be sure to get over for that one. And then on Saturday, 6 o'clock, it's Minnesota Crookston.
And Crookston always plays us well. They always do. I remember 3 years ago, we had a very good team, and Cam and Cody. We were very, very good, and we were down like 16 in the second half here. And fortunately came back and won that game. Then last year up there, we got snowed in at Bemidji after losing a 2-point game at the buzzer. It was just a miserable night, and tripped. Next day got over to Crookston just in time to play the game and won by 6.
Right.
So a certain team, Mary, Crookston, those teams have our number. They like playing us, and they do very well. So you sure can't look past Minnesota Crookston as well. So great to be home. And hopefully it's going to warm up a little bit. And our crowds have been great. We need them, Bill. Our crowds have been fantastic. And you go to these other places and you realize how good our crowds are and how appreciative we are.
Fans, it's going to warm up. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. The Vikings need you over here, 8 o'clock against a very good Bemidji team on Friday night. Saturday at 6 against Minnesota Crookston. Good luck, Tom.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
When we come back, we will talk women's basketball with Augustana head coach Dave Krauth. Stay with us.
Exceeding expectations. Getting better every day. It doesn't happen by chance. Preparation pays off. So the only question to ask yourself is, am I better today than I was yesterday? Exceed yesterday. Choose Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Some are new.
I'm Marissa from Minot.
Some have been with us for a while.
Welcome to Grand Forks. I'm Steve.
Yet no matter how long they've been with Mid-Continent Communications or where they work in our region,
I'm Dean, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Mid-Continent's 1,300 employees have a few very important things in common.
Hi, I'm Bob from Watertown.
They really care about your experience as a customer.
Welcome. I'm Julie from Mitchell, South Dakota.
They're committed to delivering exciting new entertainment and communication services.
Hi, I'm Erin from Sioux Falls.
And they believe that community service, from building houses for the homeless,
Jennifer from Fairmont,
to organizing events that bring whole communities together.
Hi, I'm Cole in Bemidji.
It's just as important as providing great customer service, because connecting people, no matter how we do it, is something we truly enjoy. Mid-Continent Communications, the connection that counts.
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick up my outfit. She said, pick wisely. I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, wow, nice smile. And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach Dave Krauth. Well, Dave, last weekend the Vikings took the long, cold road trip to Bismarck and Minot. The Vikings started out with an outstanding victory at Mary on Friday night, 88-76.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get a road win in our league, I mean, you just got to feel good about it. We weren't really, 40 minutes wise, we weren't very sharp. I thought both teams looked a little post-holidays or post-break. So there were a lot of turnovers in the game, and it kind of was up and down, but we had our two guards, offensively had good nights, both Shantiva and Emily, and that seemed to carry us.
Yeah, well, Mary challenged you pretty good. It was a battle.
Yeah, and really both nights we saw kids in the middle that would be, All-American caliber players. And Linda Murray for Mary, we didn't have an answer for her, just like we didn't have an answer the next night for the Vogue kid. But I thought we hung around and then really probably did enough offensively to offset it, and that was the difference. And then in the end, I think we end up probably because of late fouls, but got to the free throw line or scored more there.
Yeah, super victory for the Vikings, and then it was on to Minot. Actually had to stay in Bismarck Friday night because of the weather, and then made your way to Minot, and wow, they're a good basketball team, Dave.
Oh, excellent. I mean, they've probably got a great chance to win the North, and just some quality kids. This Bogue kid, one of twin sisters, is just, for a big kid, probably does more things than a big kid, a 6'2", 3 kid that I can remember playing at our level. And Mandy Copel, maybe back in the USD days, was similar. She maybe was a little more of an outside shooter, but they got off to a nice start, and we just didn't have an answer for her, and then just didn't shoot well enough. We were 8 for 38 on threes, and if we make a few, you make the game interesting. We tried a couple mini runs, and then they hit some big shots that seemed to stem that real quick.
Well, Minot, a very fine team. The Vikings coming up short in that one. And this weekend, it's good to be back home, but it's 2 more tough ball games. The Vikings begin on Friday here at 6 at the Elman Center as we play a very good Bemidji team.
Yeah, they've been a little bit hot and cold here lately. Had a tough game against Winona at home. Probably shot 16% last weekend, and then came back and won. But they've had some real good wins on the road out in the Rocky Mountain League, and they've got big, they've got great shooting guard, and we'll come in and we just have to do probably a better job defensively than we did this weekend.
Well, and then on Saturday, a team that folks should look out for, that's Minnesota Crookston, defeated Winona State here last weekend. Be another tough game, Dave.
Yeah, and again, they're always under the radar, one of those kind of teams, but they're very solid at every position, and got some bigs, and they're fairly athletic. And again, it's kind of the nights when they shoot well, they'll just beat anybody, and so hopefully, in my mind, I'd like to shoot a little bit better than we did at times this past weekend, but maybe defend overall on the weekend a little bit better than we did.
Dave, it's been a while since we talked. Before Christmas was the last time. How are you feeling about the ball club heading into the new year?
Well, it's not much different probably than I felt then, with one exception. I think that 5th position, Hayden McCarron is starting for us, and then we've got a couple kids that are getting minutes, and they've had a game or two here and there, but we're not really getting consistent play from that spot, and that's probably the one thing that I'd like to shore up, and then become a little bit better overall defensive team. We can get steals, and sometimes our pressure is good, but we've just got to make some strides in that department.
Well, good goals to have for practice this week. The Vikings are at 6 o'clock Friday against Bemidji State, 4 o'clock Saturday against Minnesota Crookston. Get over here and support the ladies. Good luck, Dave.
Thank you, Bill.
When we come back, we'll catch up with Augustana senior basketball player Yuri Malashenko. Stay with us.
This isn't an epic sports commercial.
There's no Hollywood director. There's no $1 million budget. There's no slow motion.
Or stadiums filled with crowds.
It's just us.
Us. Real athletes.
Real athletes.
Who want to get better, get stronger,
and make the starting lineup. Be healthy and active.
And this is where we'll do it.
The Sanford Sports Complex, a game-changing destination. Learn more at sanfordsports.com.
Have you noticed more and more fees showing up in your account with your bank? Take a look at your statement. You may be surprised. At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, the only surprise you'll find is how few fees there are. Imagine applying for your next loan or setting up your account with the peace of mind that as a member owner, you call the shots, including what fees to charge. So why let extra banking fees gobble up your money? Get your account and your loan from the place you own.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Audi A4 drivers have spoken. And they rank the A4 highest in total quality index in its class. Experience the new Audi A4 at your local dealer today.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, "Hey, Culligan Man."
Welcome back, and with me now is Augustana senior men's basketball player, Yuri Malashenko. Yuri, fans have watched you play here at Augustana now in your 4th year, and it's great to have you on the show. To begin with, for the folks out there and all of us to get educated, take us through where you were born, how you got to the United States, your family, everything you want to tell us about Yuri Malashenko growing up.
All right. Well, I was born in Russia, and I was 3 months old when my family moved over to the United States, and we just moved to join the rest of my relatives and family. So we moved to Minnesota in Eagan, and then lived there for a year, and then moved to Apple Valley. And then when I turned 5, we moved to Jordan, and I started kindergarten at Jordan, and I graduated from Jordan, and then
on to Augustana. Yep. Well, talk about your family, brothers, sisters, mom, dad, everything.
Okay. Well, I have 3 older brothers, 1 older sister, and my dad works for Good Samaritan Transportation. He drives people around, and my mom works for Medica. She's an administrative assistant there, so, and yeah, so, and then I have on my mom's side, I have a bunch of relatives and cousins in Minnesota and stuff.
Okay, okay. Well, it's cold in Russia, it's cold in Minnesota. Yeah. Good transformation for the Malashenkos. Well, we're glad you are here, Yuri, and let's talk about that. Great high school career at Jordan, Minnesota. Had to pick a school to go to and play ball, get your education. Why'd you choose Augustana?
You know, I came here to play AU. We played here my junior year summer, and, you know, had to talk with the coaches, and a couple weeks later, you know, came out on an unofficial, met a couple of the guys, and just really fell in love with the team and, you know, the players, and just never looked back, and just knew it was right away. So. Well, it's been right for Augustana too. It's been really super to have you here. Yuri, this year's ball club, we have an interesting team. You're coming off a career night up at Minot, 16 rebounds, 13 points. You've had some other outstanding games through your career here at Augie. The team has had a little different makeup this year, but how are you feeling about the ball club? You know, feeling pretty good. We've shown that we can be really good. You know, at times we're young still, so I mean, we can't use that as an excuse though. You know, I think all our young guys are really good, and they play tough, and you know, I really like our team, and you know, when we get Matt back too, that's going to help, and we just keep getting better every game, it seems like, so the guys are learning. As a senior on the team with a lot of younger guys, what additional role do you feel you have to play other than just taking care of yourself out there? You know, I'm just kind of vocally, you know, lead them on and tell them, you know, just off the court, on the court, you know, in timeouts and huddles, I kind of try to, you know, settle them down sometimes. You know, the young guys can get nervous, so, you know, I try to be that vocal leader on and off the court. So. Well, you do a great job, and you're a great team member. You've been playing basketball since I'm sure you were a little shaver. What do you like about the game of basketball? You know, everything, you know, when I was little, you know, just started playing with my brothers, and you know, in the driveway and stuff, and just ever since I picked up a ball, I just loved everything about it. So yeah, well, basketball is a fun game, and you're very good at it. Yuri, just switching gears here a little bit. What's your major, and what do you think you might want to do? My major is sports management, and you know, after college, I just hope to, you know, work for either a college sports team or a professional sports team, hopefully. Okay, all right, great aspirations, and many opportunities, and you'll be very good at that. Last question here, Yuri. You're an old timer, senior on the basketball team. Reflect on your days as both a student and a basketball player at Augustana. Just, you know, since I came here, I really loved the school. You know, I love the, you know, atmosphere of the classroom. There's, you know, 20, 25 kids in a classroom, so you honestly can learn really well. The professors are great. You know, you can meet with them anytime, and if you have questions or, you know, you need help with stuff, they can do a really good job of helping you out. And just other than that, you know everybody on campus, and everybody says hi to you. They're really friendly, and I really like that about the school. And basketball-wise, I love the coaching staff, and I love every teammate I've had, from Cody Schilling to, you know, Jamal Taylor to all the freshmen right now, and they've been great. So. Well, Yuri, we should put you in the admissions office at Augustana, selling as good a job as you did right there. But we've really appreciated having you here. So good luck to you the rest of this season and in whatever you decide to do. Thank you.
When we come back, we will take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. We'll be right back.
iMed Mobility offers a great selection of new and used accessible conversion vans. But our mobility solutions don't stop there. We also sell, install, and service stair lifts, platform lifts, and vehicle lifts, as well as modular ramps, vehicle alternative seating, and many other empowering mobility products. Whether in your home or on the go, iMed Mobility lets you live life free from limitations. Let us be there for you. iMed Mobility, sales, service, and rentals.
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick up my outfit. She said, pick wisely. I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, wow, nice smile. And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
Mid-Conet Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0. Exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0. Exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0. Extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Mid-Conet Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
With the many priorities in your life, your health and weight can be overlooked. The team at Sanford Health has designed a plan with you in mind. Profile by Sanford delivers a simple, effective, and sustainable solution. Our expert coaches sit with you to design your plan. If you're serious about your health, we're serious about you. The future of weight management is here. Profile by Sanford.
Well, let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, January 10th, the basketball teams are back home at the Elman Center against Bemidji State. The women tip off at 6, followed by the men at 8. Then on Saturday, January 11th, it's basketball again at the Elman Center. The Vikings playing Minnesota Crookston, women at 4 p.m., men at 6 p.m. Sunday, January 12th, the Wrestlers get back in action with a match against Minot State at the Elman Center at 2 o'clock. And on Tuesday, January 14th, it's wrestling action again as Augustana takes on Southwest Minnesota State at the Elman Center at 7. Remember this Augustana athletics information. You can hear all men's basketball games on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. And all Augustana women's basketball games are broadcast on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide at KXRB.com. And for complete information on Augustana athletics, remember to go to our website at goaugie.com, where you can also get discount tickets for athletic events at goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sports Scene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sports Scene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.